on a CD, it's like a metronome, you know. It's an actual timing. So it is really good to actually, you know, if you want to play drums, like let's say you want to learn a song, and you want to learn to play drums, which I would recommend buying a Apex drum set. There's my plug. No, I would recommend, you know, buying a drum set. And when I started 12 years old, I was like this tall. No, I was like, you know, little. And I got a drum set that must have been like probably $100, which is what, like maybe 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, like 2,500? About $2,500? 32? It's about $3,200 or pounds or what are we? Taiwanese dollars. And it was a piece of crap. It was bad. But I loved it so much that I learned to play on it. And I loved this drum set so much that I actually learned to play on it. And my grandparents actually bought it for me. And you know, we were really poor. I mean, I was raised poor. I mean, you know, really poor. And I can't express that anymore. Been poor. I was poor. I was so poor I couldn't pay attention in school. And, you know, so they told me, if you learn this instrument, we will buy you another drum set, a professional drum set, if you learn. So, and at the same time, they told me, if you do good in school, we will, you know, reward you with a drum set. A brand new drum set.
他小时候第一套鼓是12岁的时候，他阿公阿嬷买给他的。然后第一套鼓其实就是很烂的那种，就是很低阶的那种，不到1万块，大概7、8千块，大概这样子的那种品质。然后他以前的他的祖父母就说啊，如果你好好认真学的话，我之后会买一套比较专业的鼓组给你们。这样。那小时候还蛮穷的，他刚刚在强调。
So, when I started playing drums, I started listening to a lot of different bands, like I said. And a lot of the bands that I actually liked had this beat, which was just a typical rock and roll beat, which was like... You know? That is the basic rock drum fill. And, you know, a lot of times when you start playing drums, you're doing actually like 5 things at the same time, because you're using left leg, right leg, and you're thinking. So you're actually being very mechanical. So when you're playing a beat like this, you're starting to think of, you know, what am I going to play next? So, you know, you do like a... You're already thinking ahead. So when you're doing stuff like that, you have to be really mentally focused. On top of being mentally focused, you have to be physically focused as well.
刚刚在想说，刚刚他打一个就是非常简单入门的 rock 的那个 pattern， 然后他说在打这个 pattern 的时候，你必须头脑要想在前面。他刚刚有讲嘛，就是其实打鼓是一种很机械式的东西，你要把身体拆成5个部分，2只手、2只脚，然后还有头。然后他还强调说，这个头你一定要想在你在打的时候，你突然已经很清楚说，等一下我要打什么。
So, you know, when you're playing beats like for instance, like what I'm playing, is you can add a lot more to those beats, which is, you know, you can get creative with drum beats that are very simple. For example, if you're playing, you know, like, you know, you start adding a lot of stuff into it, and then you just start, you know, kind of like grooving from there. So you can start, you know, you just start adding stuff, and then you can just add fills like, you know, stuff like that. So it all depends, again, on what kind of drummer you want to be. And there are no rules as far as drumming, because, you know, you can get to, like I said, a beat to you know, stuff like that, which, you know, double bass, this is one bass drum.
他刚刚讲这一段哦，其实大家听面就大概知道他想讲什么，就是你在打鼓的时候不要去被自己绑住了，你要变得很 creative， 就是要很有创造力。然后很有创造力要从哪边来？你可以一个很好的 source 就是你可以参考你最喜欢的鼓手，然后把你喜欢的东西慢慢的一直把它加进来，尽量去尝试，不要去设限。哦，像刚刚他有示范，最后有 double bass drumming， 其实对他来讲就是把技巧练好加进来而已，然后是看你要加什么进来。你头脑要先想清楚，如果你不知道你要加什么进来，你当然加进来的东西那个是一团糟。
So, you know, with double bass you can get really creative, which if you wanted to, you could, you know, you could play stuff like on one, you know, 1 foot, you could play, or you could play it with both foot, like, so there's a difference between, you know, and so having a double bass drum can help you do all kinds of, you know, like fills that would be, but some people can do it. I could have done it years ago, but now it's different because I cheat. No, you could do, you know, like stuff like that, and then you can add the double bass. Stuff like that, and you can move around the drum set and have that same beat, but different. You know, you can do stuff like that. And you can move around, and you could also do it if you wanted to. You could do like one hand, basically. So, which is the same as. So, see, so if you do it slow, it's actually, if you do it fast. So that's where all the timing, you know, comes into effect. Where, for instance, with Dead by Sunrise, I play to a click. So when I'm listening to the music, I have a click playing. So it's, you know, I'm like, and it helps me as a drummer, you know, stay with the song and then also be able to keep the timing.
So do you recommend for the drummers they practice with the click at home all the time, right?
I recommend a click because it'll make you a more stable drummer. But if you don't have a click, any record that you play along to is basically a click. Because it's already, you know, timing. Plus you'll learn fills and stuff like that. And, you know, that's probably the easiest way that I can, show you guys as far as the easiest way to play. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask, or ask him and he asks me.
他刚刚讲这一段哦，其实他刚刚试了一个蛮简单的，其实是蛮简单的 pattern， 就是手脚脚脚，就是双踏嘛，